So today I'm going to make Salata Aswad, which is basically a fried aubergine kind of side dish that is full of flavour, quite unhealthy but extremely delicious. So you're going to chop your aubergine, one escaped on me there, you're going to chop your aubergine into about 2 centimetre thick circles. And you can then fry this, or you can put it in your air fryer. Either way, unfortunately, you're going to have to use a lot of oil. So if you're trying to be healthy, maybe this is not the dish for you and you should keep on scrolling. But right now, I'm just layering mine into the air fryer, and then I'm going to drizzle it in some sunflower oil. Now, you're going to have to check when you're cooking this if any of them have dried out but aren't cooking or just becoming more dry. You're going to have to drizzle a little bit of oil over it. So just check it throughout the cooking process. I then put this on the air fryer, and this is one whole aubergine, so it takes up 2 trays in my air fryer. So I put it on 200 for 20 minutes. And as I said, I check it throughout just to make sure that the aubergine is becoming cooked and not drying out. So it should be brown and crispy. And then when it's finished cooking, I empty both into a bowl, put some salt over it, and mix the salt into it a little bit there. It is extremely hot at this stage, so I would advise letting it cool down first. Then you're going to use the juice from half a lemon. Mix that in as well. At this point, I decided to stop burning my hands and actually go and get a fork. So a little bit of white vinegar, 1 clove of garlic, some black pepper, and then you're going to give that all a really good mix with the fork, and you're going to mash it up. So the aubergines will be cooked fully through so that you're able to mash it really, really well. So you just keep kind of turning it over on itself, mashing it up, turning it over, mashing it up until it becomes almost like this kind of mushy texture. And it's up to yourself how much you want to mash it down, if you want it more chunky or if you want it completely broken. I like kind of little bits of chunks still through it. That's just my preference. But it is a really, really delicious dish, so I would recommend trying it at least once, because I think if you have it once, you will want it again. And then I'm going to chop up a green chili. It's really, really hot, but it adds so much flavour. Immense amount of flavour comes from this chili. But again, it's very, very hot, so if you cannot stand chili, I would recommend leaving it out. So I put that in and mix it through so that you can't really see it visible. It leaves a little bit of a surprise for you there. And then I add this into my serving dish. So as you will see, 1 aubergine gives quite a small amount. It really shrinks down into quite a small amount. So if you're cooking for 3 or 4 people, this was just between 2. But if you're cooking for 3 or 4 people, you might kind of repeat the process for cooking the aubergines. And that's it. Enjoy.